According to a legend, the Knights Templar gave a tribute to Charles V of Spain. It was a magnificent golden falcon statuette encrusted with rare jewels, from talons to beak. However, the statuette was stolen and the location of the invaluable artifact remains a mystery. Private investigator Sam Spade, after the murder of his investigative partner, is given the opportunity for a $5,000 offer if he can deliver any significant information, preferably the actual falcon statuette, to a man who has been searching for its whereabouts for the past 17 years. The following events that unfold reveal a multi-layered narrative filled with accusations, conspiracies, fraud, and criminal activity. This is John Huston's classic noir thriller The Maltese Falcon, starring Humphrey Bogart as Sam Spade, the character at the centre of this tale filled with twists and turns. It truly is Humphrey Bogart who commands the attention of the viewer in this film, an actor often known for his performances in noir classics. In The Maltese Falcon, he delivers a performance that is the epitome of classic Hollywood suave. The character of Sam Spade is characterised with distinctive traits. He is sharp-witted, delivering a razor-sharp retort to almost any line of dialogue. He is unwilling to budge from his moralistic stance, following a righteous path, even when such a choice is difficult and not particularly obvious. He has a slick charm that makes the character of Sam Spade effortlessly personable and charismatic, and he is independent, able to find and improvise solutions on the spot. This all contributes to Sam Spade's brilliance. He's a great example of an engaging character. When it comes to witty character dialogue, the screenwriter, also John Huston, is to be given credit. It's not easy to deliver razor-sharp dialogue in a scene where each line matters. Many re-edits and rewrites are needed to cut down to the essential pieces of information delivered via subtext, and a snappy one-liner which reveals a depth of personality. However, as brilliant as the screenwriting may be, an actor's delivery can make great dialogue go further. Humphrey Bogart's ability to deliver a line with a cold, icy cool that implies he is not a character easily influenced by bribes or temptations, that he is here just to do the job and to do the job right, means that each witty retort snaps with immense impact. With Bogart's delivery, it's difficult not to be hooked on every word and to feel the depth with which he can wound with this dialogue. Sam Spade, as a private investigator, wants to simply do the right thing, albeit for a price. He is faced with plenty of temptations. Sam Spade is certainly quite the womanizer, and yet when faced between the decision of handing over a woman he has an affair with to the police, a woman who murdered their own husband, or continuing with the affair, he does the right thing and hands her over to the law enforcement. This was likely a difficult decision for the character, but the recognition of what is truly right, delivering a murderer to the hands of the law, contributes to Sam Spade's positive characterization. As a private investigator, he is met at times by local police officers who wish to gather information from Sam, who is working the same case. Although Sam finds these inspectors disagreeable, he also understands he needs to work within the boundaries of the law. He is allowed to disagree with the police, but he is well aware that he is not allowed to stop the officers from their own work, stepping aside to let the police search an apartment when they hear a scream. As an independent investigator, it is important to illustrate that Sam Spade is also an ethical worker. Sam Spade is effortlessly suave and charismatic. His pet names for all the women in his life, women he should be professional with, for example Precious, Sweetheart and Darling, although by today's standards these names would be considered incredibly patronizing, insulting, veering towards chauvinistic, definitely inappropriate within a professional setting. Back in 1941, the use of these pet names would cement Sam Spade and Humphrey Bogart as a charming, smooth operator, likely popular with women at the time of the film's release. This type of language is polarizing today, but within the context of 1940s Hollywood, this would have been viewed as a polite and respectful way of addressing women. In that context, it contributes to the charisma of Sam Spade and Humphrey Bogart, the 1940s icon that many men likely wished to be, effortlessly popular with the women at the time. Sam Spade is an intelligent character, able to find solutions to his present problems. For example, when a gun is aimed at him in his own office, the gunman, a Mr. Cairo played by the brilliant Peter Lorre, intends to search Sam's office for any clues regarding the eagle statuette. Sam, impressed by the impolite gesture of a gun in his face, quickly disarms Mr. Cairo before knocking him out and searching his belongings. In the moment, Sam's response was to present a dominance over somebody he knows very little about. To Sam Spade, this character may just shoot him anyway, searching the office or not, and Sam could not risk that. To improvise a solution so risky and yet so swiftly contributes to the character's charisma and intelligent characterization. Another example of Sam Spade's intelligence is that when he recognizes that somebody is following him, he can give the person the slip before they realize, staying 2 steps ahead of the person tracking him down. Sam does not have long to improvise this solution, and yet he does so incredibly smoothly that it feels like this might not be the first time he's had to give somebody the slip. Sam Spade is a character with intelligent solutions up his sleeve, which he must utilize at a moment's notice. With John Huston's brilliant screenwriting and direction, Humphrey Bogart delivered a wonderful, sharply witted performance of one of noir cinema's greatest characters. In conclusion, The Maltese Falcon, while a brilliant thriller filled with twists and turns, hosts an incredibly charismatic performance by Humphrey Bogart as Sam Spade, a private investigator who is the epitome of 1940s Hollywood cool, and is likely the foundation for many characters who followed in the thriller genre. An important example of how detailed a character can be, and despite some of the Maltese Falcon's elements which may not have aged quite so timelessly, Sam Spade is an essential character worthy of examining for those wishing to develop their own characters to the fullest potential.